All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about the Detroit Lions. Now, I've been making a lot of big splash videos recently. Bosa, Snead. Yesterday we did Brian Thomas Jr. I understand why a lot of my Lions fans watching this video right now are turned off from the idea of spending a whole bunch of money on a big-time free agent because it restricts what you can do right now and it restricts what you can do in the future. But folks, I will tell you this right here, right now. Your time is now. The Detroit Lions no longer need to wait for things to come into fruition. Your time is right now. You know what's hard in the NFL? Winning. You know what's harder in the NFL? Sustaining winning. Folks, I got Mike Evans on the screen today. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about L'Jarius Sneed. We're going to be talking about big-time free agents because, folks, I get it. I, too, want to extend Amon-Ra St. Brown. I, too, want to extend possibly Jared Goff and Aleem McNeil, and I've got, my guys like Aiden Hutchinson eventually. All of that will be figured out in due time. Trust me, folks. Brad Holmes, in the first round of the draft, is going to take the best player available. If it's Brian Thomas Jr., that's who he's taking. But folks, your time is now. If you can look me in the eyes right now. So yesterday or 2 days ago, we made a Detroit Lions video and I was talking. And I'm sorry if this rubs some Lions fans the wrong way, but I'm going to keep it a buck with you as we always do on this channel. I went through wide receivers that you guys should sign, and it got an unbelievable amount of backlash. Folks, Amon-Ra St. Brown cannot do it all. Sam Laporta cannot do it all. You need help. You want to also bolster. Yes, everybody has weaknesses. Every team has weaknesses. You also want to continue to just go into what you are good at. And the Detroit Lions are good at offense. So we're going to briefly touch on Mike Evans. I don't think it's going to happen, nor do I think it's all that viable for the Detroit Lions. But I will tell you this. If you wake up on March 14th and you see the Detroit Lions just signed Mike Evans, please try and tell me in the comment section why you'd be upset. Please just do it. All right. Before we get into tonight's rant, hit that like button for me. Hit that sub button for more. We post a ton of Lions videos. We post daily NFL videos. Lions fans, love you guys as always. Sorry if I'm keeping it a buck. Sorry if this is going to be a little harsh. That is not the intention because the Detroit Lions have a crazy ass team. But if we get this video to 250 likes, hit that sub button. Thank you guys so much. Guys, I go back to the Detroit Lions loss in the conference championship game. Listen to that again. The Detroit Lions just played a football game in January in the conference championship. You were one game away from the Super Bowl. Can you legitimately tell me that the defense was the sole utter reason you lost that football game? The answer is clearly no. Like, sorry if that rubs you the wrong way. The answer is clearly no. So, no, I don't think Mike Evans is all, Mike Evans' projected market value is 4 years, $95.3 million. The Detroit Lions are a top 7 team in cap space. They have over $54 million. But as we know with restructuring, you can cut players, you can cut dead weight. Guys, lean into your strength. Offense is a statement, man. When you play offense, you make everybody else play defense. When you are an offensive team and your game plan is imposing your will on others, you are impossible to stop. Think of the Kansas City Chiefs. Man. I remember making YouTube videos a year and a half ago before the Kansas City Chiefs won that Super Bowl 2 years ago. By the way, they've won back-to-back Super Bowls, as we all know. Everybody was concerned about their young, youthful defense. Was it an issue? No. Was it an issue this past season when they had a top 5 defense in the NFL? No. Let Brad Holmes do his thing in the draft. Let him do his thing in free agency. Sometimes you're going to hit, sometimes you're going to miss, but lean into your freaking edge. Lean into your edge, man. The Detroit Lions have had a top 5 offense for back-to-back seasons. Folks, you just were one game away from the Super Bowl. I'm not saying your answer is Mike Evans, but I am saying Amon-Ra St. Brown cannot do it all. Josh Reynolds is a free agent. Khalif Raymond is a solid football player. Jameson Williams is posed for a breakout season. You know who would break out Jameson Williams? Mike Evans. All right. Mike Evans, lean into your edge. If I had a dollar for everybody who was upset with the Jahmyr Gibbs top 15 draft pick 1 year ago, less than 1 year ago after you just signed shiny David Montgomery, I'd have probably a couple $100 to keep it a buck with you. Probably have a couple $100. I might even have a couple $1,000 on my hand in my back pocket if I had a dollar for everybody who was upset with the Jahmyr Gibbs pick. Who's upset with the Jahmyr Gibbs pick right now? Show your face. Tell me. There's not a soul on planet Earth who's a Detroit Lions fan who is upset right now that Brad Holmes drafted Jahmyr Gibbs in the first freaking round. There's not a soul. So whether it's Mike Evans, whether it's Tyler Boyd, whether it's Brian Thomas Jr., lean into your damn edge. When you're a defensive-minded team, which, by the way, doesn't even really exist in today's era, your game plan is literally strategizing how to react to somebody else's game plan. Why would you ever want to do that? Dan Campbell doesn't want to do that. Dan Campbell went for it on fourth down twice in the NFC Championship game. Dan Campbell's trying to lean into his damn edge. Defense wins championships. I'm not quite sure. Offense becomes your defense in today's era. I want to rain down fire on my opponents. Now, with that being said, for my naysayers, right? And once again, it doesn't have to be Mike Evans. And I think it's 1 in a million. But once again, if the Detroit Lions, if you wake up 2 weeks from now and the Detroit Lions just freshly signed Mike Evans, I will lose my mind in a good way, and I'm pretty sure every Lions fan will lose their mind in a good way. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about future extensions. Worry about right now. You are a game away from the goddamn Super Bowl, man. Amon-Ra St. Brown's a star wide receiver in this league. Jameson Williams is begging to break out. You gotta help that dude. Anyways, folks, the Detroit Lions reportedly do have interest in L'Jarius Sneed. That is reported from Jeremy Fowler with ESPN. So my point is this. No, I don't think the Detroit Lions will sign Mike Evans. I actually don't even think they'll sign L'Jarius Sneed. Neither one would shock me. Neither one would surprise me, but it would be rather eye-opening. L'Jarius Sneed's one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. He had 3 interceptions, 11 passes defended, 3 forced fumbles, 1 fumble return, 5 quarterback hits, 108 tackles, 3.5 sacks, started all 17 regular season games for the Chiefs. He had a forced fumble against the Baltimore Ravens on Zay Flowers during the AFC Championship game to help them get to the Super Bowl. Like, whether it's L'Jarius, whether it's Mike Evans, I do think the Detroit Lions will and should make a big-time splash in free agency. All right, that's it for me. Deuces. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Sorry if it was a little raw. It is raw. It's supposed to be raw. Sounds a little weird. Peace.